Hello, welcome to my little lesson on saturated hydrocarbons and unsaturated hydrocarbons. So, saturated hydrocarbons are organic compounds that contain single bonds between the carbon atoms. So, when we look over here, we can see this organic compound here, which is propane, and we can see that between the carbons there are only single bonds. And another thing we can also notice here is that all the carbons are surrounded by hydrogen atoms as well. So the most common examples of saturated hydrocarbons will be alkanes. So methane, propane, all those groups are considered saturated hydrocarbons. And then we come over here to unsaturated hydrocarbons, which are organic compounds that contain double or triple bonds. So in saturated we have only single bonds, and in unsaturated we have double or triple bonds. So an example would be propane, and as we can see here, there is a single bond between two carbons, but we also have a double bond here, and so that is what will distinguish this from this. And we also notice that for propane, all the carbons are not surrounded by hydrogen atoms. They have less hydrogen atoms compared to the propane over here, which is a saturated hydrocarbon. And then we also have cases where in unsaturated hydrocarbons we have triple bonds. So an example would be propyne. And so these are the differences between saturated hydrocarbons and unsaturated hydrocarbons. And we also know that saturated hydrocarbons are less reactive in comparison to unsaturated hydrocarbons, which are a lot more reactive. And so this is my little lesson, my very short lesson on saturated hydrocarbons and unsaturated hydrocarbons.